Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In the test data, you are going to give these values. So you cannot simply tell date less than 1. You need to mention in the bracket which value you wanted to specify. Like for example, I will take less than 1, it may be 0 for me, or -1, -2. So what I will do, n-1 generally I will take, that is 0. Okay, so valid date, I will take the values from 1 to 31. So my valid date will be 1 and 31 in this case. I'm doing what? Boundary value analysis. Please remember. In this, if I wanted to do equivalence partitioning, then what I will do, 1 to 31 I will take, in between one value, 15 I will take, in between 1 and 15, I'll show you how I'm going to do. 1 minute. See, this is how I'll be doing. So I will take the values between 1 and 31. Okay, so this value will be included. So middle of that is what? 15. Roughly I will take this 15. Then in between of this, in between 1 and 15, I will take it as some 7. In between 15 and 31, you give me some number, 21 or something like this will take. Okay. So what I will do, instead of testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 31, I am going to test for 1, I am going to test for 7, I am going to test for 15, I am going to check for 21 and 31, and I will conclude that the value between 1 and 31 is valid. If it is working for all these values, I will conclude that the values between 1 and 31 is valid. Is it clear what I am telling? This is for valid test case. If it is invalid test cases, what I will do, I will use a boundary value analysis. Less than 1, that is 0, greater than 31, that is for 32, and I will close it. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
So like this you can...
Sir, I've got this. I have to do this. Sir, I have another problem in another assignment, the second one, that is, over there is no much details have been provided. So wait a minute, sir. I'm just sharing it.
Okay, I'll just stop sharing.
So over here it is written the write the test. Wait a minute, sir.
Not able to see your screen.
Write the test cases for effort batch, my time, efforts in the time module of my Wipro.
Okay. So if you go to the, this is, if you go to the, you have access to my Wipro, right? Do you guys have access to, I don't know.
Yes,
No,
yes,
no,
sir.
Yes, sir.
no, you guys have access to my Wipro?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Okay,
Yes,
one of
sir.
you access that and show me. mywipro.wipro.com. There you will have the time option, right? Okay, you are showing me, right? So you have my times, right?
Where, sir?
1 minute. So in that old, this one we used to have my efforts, where we will write our efforts, daily efforts. So I think that is missing in this case. In your case, I guess that is what. Let me see. Best you log in and show me. I'll tell you. So for that you need to write the test case, simple. Interns batch, I don't know whether you guys are having that access to my efforts.
So it's showing like this.
Proceed to my Wipro, start the training. No, proceed to my Wipro. Proceed to my Wipro. Afterwards, that mandatory here, you have my times there. Toward the left side, there is my time, no? First tab. And then my efforts will be here. 1 minute, let it come. Click on the left side at first tab, left one, my timesheet. Click on that. dashboard. I mean, my timesheet is there. No, click on that my timesheet, right? Blue color. No, not there. Right side.
So in field time sheet, this part.
Yes, yeah. Fill time. Click on that. That is efforts filling. No data. You are
No data
required to
available.
ensure that you have taken the standard breaks as applicable. You are required. Okay, just go to the left because you guys don't have access, I guess. That is why. So what I will do, I will show you that one. My efforts part. Left side, you just scroll down. Just mouse over on the left side icons. Just mouse over. What is that name it is showing? Over up one by one. Dashboard. Next one. Timesheet management. Okay, scroll down. Leave management. No. So basically, okay, you consider you need to write one what I can call efforts between 8:30 to show me that test case. No, go back and show me the test case in the PBL app. See what it is telling is write the test case for the efforts page. My time efforts. If I go to my time and the efforts will be there in that time module. So you consider like you are coming to Wipro. After coming to Wipro, you need to log in at 8:30 and log out at 6 o'clock. Okay, so your efforts is starting from 8:30 to 6 o'clock. So you need to write the test case, positive and negative test case for that one. Whether the basic scenario is this, 8:30 to 6 o'clock is my timing of login. That is my efforts will be from 8:30 to 6 o'clock. You need to write the test case for that. Is it clear what I'm telling?
So means you have to take a random timing of
No, you are writing the test case. What you will do for writing the test case, log into the prerequisite will Wipro login page should be, Wipro my time page should be working. That is a prerequisite. So assume that you are into the my time sheet. That is prerequisite I have told. Prerequisite will be my time sheet should be working or whatever my time sheet should be logged in. So now what you are going to do, you are going to enter the efforts in the my time. So how are you going to enter the efforts in the my time? So I told you the time, my time starting time should be 8:30 and closing time should be 6 o'clock. So how are you going to write the test cases? So enter the start time. So enter the start time. The start time should be 8:30. Okay, enter the end time. End time should be 8:30 means it will start from 8:30 and it is going to end till 6:30. Okay, so start time should be greater than or equal to 8:30, right? That is I'm telling the steps what you can specify. First you are trying to log into the my time page. After logging into the my time page, you are writing the test case to my efforts. So what is that first step you are going to do? You will tell that my time starting, starting effort, right? Sorry, starting time of my efforts is equal to 8:30. So next is ending time or enter the logout time. We'll put it in this way, login and logout. Enter the login time. Login time should be what? 8:30. So enter the logout time. Logout time should be 6 o'clock. Are you able to follow what I'm telling? Okay, 1 minute. I'll just share my screen where I have access. You'll be able to understand better is what I feel.
Hello, sir.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Yeah, tell me.
Hello, sir. Yeah, sir. I try to open the my time, but I'm not able to do that.
No, for
is
you,
it not
there won't be any access because you are in intern, right? That is usually for
Yeah,
the
but some
regular
students,
employees.
sir, some of students have that access. Some are like able to open that. We have just provided the Outlook. We try to fetch that link, and the site is showing that the to link open to this mailbox for base performance go through the Outlook. That sites goes on the Outlook, but we are not able to open the my that that my time.
Because, yeah, I think they have done the updates. That is the reason.
Students can access that one. Like,
No,
what's
no,
the
no.
advantage of my time? Can you let you know, sir?
So
Like,
you can give the scenario is same. The timings you can consider as 8:30 to 6 o'clock.
no, sir, no, sir. You're not getting my question. So I was asking, what is the use of my time? Like, is it a Outlook or is it a mailbox or
No,
something
no,
like
no.
that?
The my time data will show you the efforts, how much time you were there in office. If I come to office, I will log in at 8:30 and I log out at 6 o'clock. So that is my efforts for the day.
But some of student got that my time, and some of student not able to do that.
So
So,
that's what
like,
you would have. Some of them have not got the access for my
It's
time.
like the my time is actually like a check-in and check-out from the office portal kind of thing.
Perfectly correct. Yes. Check in and check out. You are logging in and logging out. So that is the
I think
data
it is
for
not
the my time.
not available for intern batch, sir.
Hello, sir. Whether the my time is useful for us or not, sir, for interns, sir.
No, no, don't
yeah,
worry. It is
that's the
not for you.
question. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yours will be captured as an attendance only because you guys are there as a part of this. So you no
But
need
some
to enter
students
that.
can access that. So that's the curiosity to us. We are not able to fetch that links.
No, no, no.
Thanks
It
for
will not be applicable because you are not coming to office. No, moreover, you are not regular, right?
okay.
So it is
Excuse
for
me,
the
sir, but,
regular employees who are
Sir,
logging
I am
in.
not able to log. Sir, access the mywipro.com, sir. May I share my screen, sir?
No, forget about accessing MyWipro. It is not applicable for you. Don't worry. What is the use of
Actually,
accessing
sir, I am not able to
MyWipro?
log in also, sir. After logging, it's showing that Z cookies like that, sir.
Correct, ma. What is
Sir,
the purpose? Why you want to log in? You tell me.
listen, sir. So there is an advantage of my time. Like, some of student can see their location where they have assigned the location. So if they assign the location, they can access the my time. So we don't have assigned the location. So how can we see our location? So
I think it's
that's
not the assigned location, it's the
Your
location we are
location, all
actually
the
currently
other.
doing the internship at our
See,
home. It's actually our home location if you check it correctly.
see, team, don't worry about that location and all. It is not relevant to you. You don't worry about that particular part which is there in my time. So my time is nowhere, related to you. Why you are worried about my Wipro, my time? Because have they told you to go to my Wipro and do something? No, right?
no.
Because you got that
But,
employee
sir,
ID. Tell me.
So, but the
yes,
problem is
sir.
actually arising because the modules which were there in the testing, the
Huh.
most of the modules are the next module is also related to the My Wipro portal. So we are actually not understanding how to complete that modules actually.
Acha, okay. So what I will do, I will share my screen with my efforts. You can just take that one and you can consider as a test case. Is that okay now? So I will show you that. You guys can take a snapshot of this and you can write the test case for that. So simple, you consider it forget about Wipro itself, yeah. If you are going to your, what I can tell, college. If you are going to college, your college timing starts at what? 9 o'clock you consider. And your college ends at what? 6 o'clock you consider. So how are you going to write the test case for that? You are getting the point? You need to validate whether a student is logged in or whether the student is logging in at 8:30 and logging out at 6 o'clock. How are you going to write the test case? So to verify whether the student is logged in at 8:30, that will be one test case. To verify whether student is logged out at 6 o'clock, that will be another test case. Is that clear what I am telling? Are you able
Yes,
to
sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Same thing. This is just I am sharing you because this is how the timesheet will look like. See, for example, if I am as an employee, I am going to fill the efforts here, non-project efforts, project efforts, and all I need to fill. So that is why it will get confused for you. You don't worry about this. So what I am suggesting you all is forget about these things and you consider that like it is in your college days of logging in and logging out. So logging in is 6 o'clock. Logout will be at, logging in will be at 8:30. Logout is at 6 o'clock. If that is the time, how are you going to write the test case? Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, is
Sir.
it clear?
Sir,
Tell me.
Sir, forget about my time, sir. I am not able to log in also, sir. After logging mywipro.com, my screen is showing blank, sir.
So you forget about that application. You assume that you have the login page open, and you consider that your login should happen at 6 o'clock and login should happen at 8:30 and 6 o'clock is logout. You try to write the test case. This is the scenario. Don't worry whether you are actually logging in or not. Understood, team?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, the
Okay.
next,
Don't assume that you are able to log in, and consider that you are able to log in and you are writing that efforts. The efforts is you can put it as 8:30 as a login and logout is 6 o'clock. Understood? So write the test case for that. Simple.
Sir, for test case, we should include that AM and PM, no, sir. Or else, if we give us 6 o'clock, it will take us, it is less than 8 o'clock, no, sir. The 6:30, 6 o'clock, no.
No. What I'm telling is you can, if you want to put 8 p.m., or if you want to put the Indian time, you can put Indian time. If you want to put an international time like railway time, you can put that one. That won't be a problem. Either if you want to put 8 p.m. only, 8 a.m. only, or 8:30 a.m. you can put.
Okay, so in case of railway timing, it will be no problem, sir, because anyway it will come in a bigger number, sir.
No, you can mention it AM or PM. That is also fine.
Okay, sir.
Put it in the bracket ISD. That's it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
sir, the next assignment of our text execution is also related to my Wipro.
Show me.
Related to the effort phase.
Execute all the test cases which are created for the efforts page in the time module of my Wipro. Close this one. Execute all the test cases which you create for efforts page in the time module of my Wipro. First one is raise the defect that the application is not properly calculating the total efforts for the particular day. Okay. So the question here, first question is execute all the test cases with you to create for efforts page in the time module chat. So efforts page, what and all you will be able to write that one. And second thing is there. Just go through that second thing. I will tell you that. 1 minute. Yeah. So see, write all the test cases which you created for the efforts page for the time travel. So you execute all the previous one you guys would have written the test case, right? They are telling to execute for the same test cases like 8:30 to 9:30. Since you don't have access to My Wipro, you can consider that you are able to successfully log in and write that pass condition. Understood? For the first one. So raise the defect that application is not properly recalculating the total efforts for the particular day. So you need to assume that the defect, what is that? The calculation like 8:30, the login time, and 6 o'clock is logout time. So number of hours, if you see, means 9.5 hours, right? So assuming that 9.5 hours is not properly reflecting, you need to raise the defect. So second one, what type of defect you are going to raise? So in the notepad or in the Excel sheet, you can consider what type of defects you are going to raise for this hands-on assignment 2. So what type of defect it will be? Will it be a fatal?
Major maybe.
Will it be a fatal? Assuming, see, they told that raise the defect. You need to raise the defect that the requirement or application is not properly recalculating the total. It is not properly calculating. It is working. It is not properly recalculating. So what is that defect you will raise? Major, correct. So major, you can put it and you can close. So second scenario, it will be major. And for that, you need to write the summary. That defect summary, if you remember, we gave that Excel sheet, no? What was the defect ID, defect summary, defect type, reproducible steps? So that reproducible steps you leave away because you guys don't have access, you cannot be able to reproduce. So at least you should tell what type of defects and defect summary. When the employee or when the user or when employee, you can tell, when the employee access on a My Wipro, My Efforts page and updated the efforts are not recalculating. The efforts are showing less than or greater than, or you can tell it is not recalculating properly. Then you should mention what is the defect type. At least the two types you can write, summary and defect type, you write it down. So they wanted you to tell what is the defect type you wanted to tell me. That is what the second question tells about. So you just write it a second one, it is in a major like that. The first one is you write the test case, assuming that the effort. So put your assumption. For example, if you are assuming, you write your assumption on the top of the sheet. For example, if you are opening the Excel sheet, assumption, or you can put it as in a precondition, and you mention whatever you are telling in the precondition. So it will vary. It will not be static for everyone, depending upon the precondition what you have mentioned. Is it clear? Team, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So is
Akash,
it necessary to mention the defect ID and also it's not necessary, no,
that's
sir?
not necessary in your case. Just you put the defect, if you do that,
Summary
to
and
understand,
test cases. Okay, sir.
just you can mention the defect type and defect summary. That is more than enough.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anything else? So by end of today, you guys will be completing all the details with respect to testing concept. Shall I consider like that? Any other doubts? Create a task distribution diagram for the following functionality in the name. Prepare the customer behavior model. No, this is which topic it is related to?
Types of testing.
No, you no need to write this one. You leave away this. I will just update this one. Just scroll down. 1 minute. The task distribution diagram, why they are given for you, I don't know. Performance testing it is. Okay, this I will update you. Why they mentioned for you to do, I am not sure. So leave away this. Apart from these other things you can upload. Task distribution diagram. Okay. Any other thing? Anybody else? By end of this day or end of this week. What is that, Vinay? By end of this day or end of this week means you are writing the test case.
Window is submit. Sir.
Sorry?
He is asking about when do we submit these questions.
So I'm very sorry, I am not able to hear you properly.
So he is asking when do we have to submit the assignment, by end of today or the end of this week?
Tomorrow or the end of this week. I don't want you to postpone. Yeah, finish away as early as possible. No, because day to day it will be increasing. From tomorrow onwards, you are going to start Java. So why you wanted to get into this one? So today, if you close, it will be easy. Is what I feel.
And what about introduction to Jira Basics, sir?
No, it will be covered later because that need to be accessed. That the respective faculty will be coming and doing that. You don't worry about the Jira. It will be covered. I've already updated her. Okay, so tomorrow we will start with Java. First, you finish away this testing concept today, end of the day. Go through the topics once again. So when you come tomorrow, you guys come up with some random questions. Okay, like MCQ kind of questions. That is one question followed by 4 objective types. How many? What is that questions? Sudhir, I didn't understand your comment. Can you just clarify? Tell how many Q we need to do. Questions. Okay, you mean to say MCQ questions? 5 MCQ questions. MCQ questions you prepare. 5 MCQ questions on all the topics. Like you have a 3 days topic, right? Everyone should prepare MCQ questions. Whatever you have learned, prepare yourself one MCQ questions, 5 MCQ questions and come tomorrow. That questions should have even the objective types also.
Sir, but where are MCQ questions, sir?
That's what, you have read the theory. You need to prepare, that is what I'm telling. Self-preparing. You guys
So we have to create our own question paper.
Yes. That is what each one of you prepare your own question paper and we will try to share and discuss the point. That is what I'm telling. Is that clear? What about those people whose semester exams are scheduled? When is your semester exam scheduled? Okay, this we can park it 6th April, no? So tomorrow you can just discuss about all these exams and all. So now we can wind up for the day because already 5 o'clock it is up. So I have another batch coming up there. So what I suggest for everyone is please try to complete testing concept by today end of the day, and tomorrow everyone will be starting with the Java. Is that clear to all of you?
What's the timing for tomorrow, sir?
Same timing only. Timing doesn't change.
Sir, but sometimes someday you come at 3:30 and someday you come at 4, sir. It is
no. Today I told you the
for us,
reason
sir.
also. I think you were not there when I have updated, right? Usually it will
So
be.
are you going to learn like teaching us Java or like another host will become or another mentor will become?
No. The main mentor will be there. The basic I will try to cover because I am not sure how she will be able to. Whether she will be able to join tomorrow or not. Okay. So at least from the beginning stage I will be there. Don't worry about that.
So tomorrow you will be there or we have to wait for a mentor?
No. I will be joining. So the link is same only. There is no different by. Please remember there is no difference in the link. So I wanted you guys to connect to that link only. Same link.
Sir, but Java has been covered by Kameshwari ma'am, sir. Java fundamentals.
Already completed, Java completed for everyone?
Java fundamentals, oops.
In the Java fundamentals, the polymorphism and the string buffer per is still left.
Okay, very good. So then I will start with Selenium. I understood. Now. I got the point.
Hello.
Don't worry. Some of the topics she will come and continue. Hello. I told you. I remember that. So what I will do now is I will start with Selenium from tomorrow.
Sir, not all Java, sir. Packages, JUnit and IO streams are left. I understood.
Remaining topics she will come and she will continue. That will be better. I will start with the new topic so that the connectivity will be clear. Otherwise, after what the other faculty has done, when I try to continue, it will become misconception. So this Selenium part are common. So I will try to start up with the Selenium tomorrow. Is that okay?
Please, Kameshwari ma'am, may only leave.
So we'll connect tomorrow, team. We'll discuss all your concerns tomorrow and we'll connect it. Okay? So thank you guys.
Okay,
thank you very much for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Take care. Hi, Kalyani and team. Hi.
Yes, Pradeep.
Yeah, hello, hi. Good evening, everyone.
So that's it, right, Abhilasha? Is there anyone more to join?
No, we can start.
Okay, fine. So thanks, team. Like you have given us some ideas for practicing and to look into, like, explore the e-box connect. And the persons who are here, Sridevi, Shekhar, and Mohan, are from different streams. Like Sridevi takes care of .NET, C, C++, and Shekhar takes care of database-oriented thing like Oracle, and Mohan takes care of testing batch. So we have persons from different streams in Java. Another person is there named Sureka. She would be joining probably. She's on leave. So 10 minutes I have asked her to join. So all I have explored through your e-box, and they have got some inputs on it. So we just wanted to discuss on that and close it so that we can give a consolidated view of our inputs to the next right? So to our leaders, let us know that. So that's what we wanted to discuss today and close it. So one by one, we'll just give you the
meeting.
it might be like you have given a restricted access. We know that. But we also want to know like how far we can expand according to our need. Right now and what is our expectation. So that's what we want to discuss about.
இது லேட்டா நாளைக்கு பார்க்கலாம் நாளைக்கு sure
Yeah. Good evening, team. Thanks, Kajan. Yes, I think Abhilash and Pradeep are from the team, right? Explored the contents which were there in the .NET and C++. As Kalyani mentioned, yes, you might have no constraints, so there was only, I would say, a part of the content which we were able to access. Especially C#, let's say, your curated content and also which is going to the web links, what you gave. Everything is fine. We had a challenge when we were trying to do the programming assessment. Otherwise, like content-wise, it was okay. Before I go to the questions on that, I just want to tell what challenges I faced. We faced a challenge with respect to the, the programming question. Let me share my screen. I'm taking a screenshot actually. Okay. See, this was just a one programming question which was there in the classes and objects. So it was just said you have to just take in the data. I hope my screen is visible, right? Sorry.
Yeah, it's visible. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just asked to take some inputs and then read, right? So accordingly, actually here we created the classes and all. It was working fine, but let's say if I've given some error, for example, and it was supposed to come in bold or maybe instead of name, I've accepted a number. So it throws an error, fine. But next time when I correct it and run, how many more times I close, open, it still gives me this. You could see this, the last second line, right? It says please refresh the page. So once I just fix the errors and come over and then I want to say, okay, how the correct code works to check, it keeps on giving me this. So it's like ideally I felt it, either it should be the correct code or the wrong code. I cannot go back and fix it. That's what my experience was with that.
So if you look at this one, you are giving the inputs and immediately it gets terminated or?
Yeah, you can see the last line. It says, please refresh the page.
Right. I think we can increase the timeout. Actually, there is a timeout which we set for every program. And when we are running the program, it runs for so many seconds and after that it gets terminated.
Yeah, but it's in between, right? See, processing I can understand. It is asking enter the number of attendees, I give some value and it just immediately.
So, yeah, if you look at this, I think 1, 3, 5, 6, 7 parameters are there. I think we get 7 parameters, but you have given up to 6, and after that it gets terminated, right?
Correct.
So normally there might be so we can increase that timeout window period. So if we increase it, automatically the system will do it. So that we can do it, not a problem. So this is because normally what happens is sometimes people might write an infinite code or they might execute and leave it as such. So those kinds of programs will be there forever. So to terminate those things, we give that timeout. So it will be running for 30 seconds or 45 seconds, and then automatically it will terminate it after that. But we can increase this timeout. This is typically it's a configuration. We can change it accordingly.
Okay. So which means to say it like question by question, we have to try and then we'll have to look at it.
No. Normally we can increase that one for the everything for a whole.
Okay. Okay. And the other query I had was like, maybe last call also we have discussed, but some more clarity. Can we have our own curated questions, or it's like how is it?
Yeah. So whatever we have it is the access which you currently have is a templated set of courses which we have with the problem sets. But this one you can review and you can see which are the things which can be there for your course. Or if you want few more exercises to be added from your side, you can share those materials also so that we can package those things into the course.
Okay. The same goes with the multiple MCQs also.
Yeah, for everything, yeah.
Yeah, maybe just maybe once the time is changed.
Yeah.
To this once
can you please in the chat window? Can you please send me that URL alone so that I can just check it once again? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it, Kulani. My side, because I told you that it's only the limited update I could check, and that was very fixed, and that suited our requirement for the freshers, obviously. So yeah. And
yeah, you can send me that link alone in the chat window so that I can check that reproduce the same thing here. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, Sriyadev.
Thank you.
Hi Pradeep, this is Mohan. Shall I take the call, Kalyani, now?
Yes, Mohan, you can proceed.
Pradeep, see, with respect to testing, I just looked into Selenium automation part, which I observed everything was automating only to the respect to Mozilla Firefox browser. So do we have the option of other browsers also, Edge browser or Chrome browser automation? That is the first thing which I wanted to understand.
Okay. So actually currently we have, since what happens at the backend is when people write the code, it gets executed at the server side, and we need those Mozilla drivers and the Firefox also installed in those servers. So currently we have Firefox and Mozilla drivers. So most of our code, it expects that. But if you want, they want to practice, since the driver only change, the other than that, the API and everything is pretty much the same. Whatever browser we use, whether it is Chrome or Edge or Firefox, the Selenium API is going to be common, and only the driver creation is or 2 lines of code which gets changed, modified. So if you want a few exercises to be given in Chrome or Edge browsers, then we can install those things in the server so that we can package those things.
Okay. So is there possibility like the candidates will be doing in their environment? For example, if I have what I call that script of the automation script written in any of the this one IDE, then if I wanted to paste it in your environment, wherever we in the ZBox environment, will it be compatible or not?
Yeah, it will work.
It will be compatible.
Yes.
Okay.
So internally we use the JDK 1.8 for the compilation of the things. So if it were, so there will not be much challenges or any changes needed.
As and when the browser updates are happening, even you from your side also in the backend, they will be updating the browser drivers. For example, you told Firefox drivers, no? So if the Firefox drivers gets updated, how it will be? Will it be done?
Updating it in the backend servers, and also based on that, we need to update the Selenium also sometimes. Both the things we do.
Okay. And do we have any capstone kind of project, Pradeep, in this? Like, no, what I saw was the scenario complete a capstone kind of in a project. Will be able to get it?
Yeah, we have few case studies also on that. So we can have the entire applications can be given. So only difference is there, whatever you have seen is more of it will be more of a single page application.
Correct.
But we can have multi-file applications, and for that we can ask them to write the descriptions.
Do you also have the framework kind of thing in our IDE which you used to have, no, like project framework kind of thing, Maven integrated with a framework where we are going to write all the.
We can do either it can be a standalone project using Ant, or it can be through Maven.
It can be, sorry, I didn't hear you.
It can be through Maven also.
Maven also. So both can be. If we are having if you have time, can you just quickly show that demo it will be very easy. Either in the small page also, no? I just wanted to see that quick demo on that, because these are the two things which I quickly was able to identify, because we wanted one capstone kind of in a project which we will be able to give up at the end of the completion of the Selenium part. And in the beginning, I wanted to check with respect to different browser. These are the couple of things I identified. And second, and one more thing, no, how you will be justifying the what do you call that locating strategy, no? Because I will be writing my own locating of the elements, web elements, and how in your case, I mean, when I'm going to write some assessment kind of thing, now it will be validated. So to make more clear, if I'm going to identify as an ID and you will be writing it as an by name, so are we going to, how are you going to match that the validation part? Hello, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, Mohan. Yes, you're audible.
Pradeep, did you get my question?
Pradeep is there, but I don't know whether he's able to hear.
That's what I'm...
Sridevi, you're able to hear?
No, Pradeep's voice no, but Mohan's voice is.
Yes. So I think so he's...
You can put him in chat, no? Pradeep, we lost your voice, something like, so that he'll be able to understand. Okay. I'll just, Pradeep, are you there? Okay, fine.
Abhilasha?
I'm checking.
Yeah.
When the learners write their code, they write their test scripts. What we do is we have multiple implementation of the projects. So, for example, I want to test one application, one small application.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'll do, I'll have 2 or 3 variants of that application. One will be completely correct. Other application will be slightly, there will be some mistakes in that.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be another mistake in another. So I'll have 3 versions of that application.
Mm-hmm.
So when I run that particular script, Selenium script, which the user submits, it will check all the 3 versions of that application. It will be run thrice 3 times, finding 3 different applications.
Okay.
And what happens here is the outcome of the Selenium script is to find mistakes in that web application.
Mm-hmm.
As per the design, whether it matches or is there any variations in that. So what happens is for version 1, which is a correct application, all the test cases will pass through.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at version 2 and version 3, there will be certain steps where there will be some mistakes in that implementation, in that code.
Okay.
So we will see whether this particular Selenium script is able to find out those mistakes.
So how you told the first one, no? First one you told it is the correct code. So in the correct code, what type of web elements? Assume that you have written ID for identifying some web element. Okay.
Yeah.
If as a candidate, if I am using by name, which can also be used, or by XPath, which can also be used, how it is going to justify and tell?
No, they can write that script in any different way. For example, if there is one H1 element in the page, and we need to verify whether in the H1 whether you have some sample report. For example, that is the text to be presented. So we need to verify whether sample report is available inside H1 element or
not. So how they are writing their, I mean, the locating strategy, we are not justifying that.
Location strategies can be different based on the person. They might use XPath to do it, or they might use class names to identify, or use any icon to identify those, locate those elements. So they have located whether our outcome is to see whether the title is displayed as sample report.
Yeah.
It should not be anything else.
So if that
location.
Pradeep, I got that point. See, what is the challenges we are seeing with the current scenario? No, the candidates they will right click, they will inspect, and they'll copy and paste away the XPaths, which is available in the browser. Browser. So which we doesn't want them to do. We want them to manually write the XPath values or the ID values. So by which no actual learning happens as per our this one. So how are we identifying that point of view is what we wanted to see. Simply if you just right click, copy, paste and do, it will become like, what I can do?
Mohan, if you can't, in any other way also we can't capture it, right? Whether they are copy it from different browser and then pasting it, or whether they're writing it. So we will know whether XPath is right or not, whether it is able to find out those elements. But it will not be we can't know whether they have get that XPath, whether they have written it manually or whether they have taken it from the browser. And also we feel that typically in the projects also people use the browsers DOM to take those XPaths also. So if he is able to identify those things, then it is also fine, I guess. But they should know the basics of XPath.
So what happens is this learning phase, they will always use the shortcut rather than learning. And that is what we observed. We want them to get into that.
Any other kind of problems, for example, even so if you want to see whether they know XPath or whether they have learned XPath, we'll see whether we can model any other problems also. Even in small quizzing also we can model those kinds of XPath related queries, so that we'll know whether he is writing the correct XPath queries. That and we do one more thing also for Selenium. Typically, they might be aware about Java, so that's a foundation which is needed. So what we even do is we give them some XML. So if you want people to be very familiar with the XPath, what we do is we give them an XML and ask them to write XPath queries to locate those elements and take those elements.
Okay, as a prerequisite.
So that might be more of we can give those kinds of exercise. It's more of a Java console exercise, but its primarily purpose is to identify whether he knows XPath or not.
Yes. Okay.
Or whether he is not able to parse an XML and take those values. So those kinds of exercises even we can integrate with the Selenium course.
Okay.
So that we can meet that objective.
Okay. So this is what so far I have identified. I'll also cross check after you are uploading a couple of other features you told, no, framework kind of thing and all. I'll just explore a couple of other details and I can update you on this one. Okay. Thank you. But Cucumber BDD, it is not there, right? Cucumber BDD cannot be done as part of this.
Cucumber, we have case studies which goes for manual evaluation. So those case studies we can have it, but people will be doing it in their machine and upload that solution.
Okay.
So that goes for a manually evaluated and we give them score.
So in TestNG, we are having multiple annotations, right? So what are the annotations? Because I was not able to go to all of the scenarios, whichever you have said. So just for the highlight point of view, what are the major annotations which we are covering? Listeners and all are we covering? Listeners, reporting?
Yeah, I think reporting is covered. And I think we can give the ordering for those test cases which can be run. So that can be done. And these are the certain analysis. I can give you the other things also. I need to refer to that course also once.
Okay. Fine. Because fine. That at least one framework, if they are able to do, that will be great helpful for us also. Okay, fine.
Definitely. So you have anything in mind? What kind of framework apart from this page object model? Anything else you are looking at?
Apart from this, we were looking to Cucumber framework also. Will be fine, but that is fine. As of now, I will just go with this page object modeling.
Yes.
Or if we have some project side, I will just check with what exact best practices framework they are using. I'll just check and I can also share it to you. In the Maven part, it is there. That is also fine. All our codes will be in one place and all our images. That part is also implemented. Means that is also fine, I guess.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So that's all from my side,
Thanks,
Pradeep, and thanks you. Bye.
Thanks, Mohan. Shekhar, are you there?
I'm there. Hi.
Yes. Hi, Shekhar.
Hi, Pradeep. Pradeep, I was just basically going through the SQL part. Recently, I have started to check. In that, what I find that some of the videos which are there from YouTube are not like any. Is it restricted for us, or it will be like that only?
It might be a firewall restriction, but we can definitely check it. You can drop me those URLs so that I can check it here. But those people have open URLs which are available. Just check it in your any other laptops if you have network with a different network and see.
Okay, I just pasted the URL here. Otherwise, what I see is that your content is well defined as of now to me. But I need some more time to check the pieces. Pieces are not in there.
Okay.
Videos will be beneficial if they are also right.
Yeah. So apart from this, if we have any other videos within Wipro, so those kinds of materials can also be added into it. It's not that we need to go with this video alone. Any other videos, if you want to integrate, which is already posted in Wipro, you want people to refer to that, we can do it for all the courses.
Yeah, Pradeep, with respect to that video, sorry, Ram, you finish. After that, I'll continue with respect to video. And I had some question on my mind. Just now it got reflected. After finishing your call, I will take Pradeep. I'll take one more time, one couple of minutes of yours. Okay.
No problem.
That's what my videos were playing, which were there for the video. Otherwise,
Oh, thanks, Ram. So, Pradeep, with respect to that videos, even I observed couple of them videos are open source videos. So today, today that video will be there, but if it's connecting to, down the line of 6 months, 7 months, they will be upgraded or updated, right? So that consistency, little bit variation will be there is what I am thinking. And second thing is your videos, no, like e-box videos, what I mean to say, they are very limited in minutes or whatever, the videos, whatever, the content wise, it is very less. Only if you see means percentage wise, outsourced videos only were more. If I see, right? I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong. So keeping that in mind, right? Tomorrow, if that particular links gets blocked, what is the next step, what we are going to do? That was which I was having in my mind. Because the e-box content is very limited is what I felt.
Okay. So actually we, when we work with the corporates, most of the corporates, they have the content providers also. So they have partners who provides the content. And currently we also integrate the platform with the Udemy or Coursera. So that we are currently working on it. And so we can integrate those courses also into this. So we can put those video links and other things also integrated into this platform. So that is one thing which we can do. And apart from this, what I was saying to Shekhar, the other content which you already have with the SME, that can be imported into this. So that is another option which we can do. And videos which are open source currently and which is being tomorrow it might may not be there or link might be broken. In those cases, the content team reviews those videos in a couple of months once and see what are the valid links. If it is broken, then that will be replaced by another video. And whatever videos we are seeing here, those things can also be altered for Wipro if you want to for the course. So certain videos you can even tell, okay, these are the certain sites. From there we can pull those videos. So those things can be customized. It's not that the videos currently which is there, only that one can be added. Apart from that, any open source content which you want to import into it, we can definitely do that.
Okay, because why I asked this question, no, for example, Java T-Point, if you take, that link is been blocked within Wipro. I don't know for whatever the security reason. So like that, if they restrict a couple of open source videos, there will be a big question from the candidate saying that, no, this link is not opening. What should I do? That type. So that is why your product or your content, if it is there, I felt that will be great. Fine, no problem. Whatever is there, we'll try to take. And I needed one quick demo from your side also, Pradeep, whenever next time or this time, if you are free also, okay for me, to show on that, Selenium part. And do you have even CI/CD connectivity from Selenium? Or else continuous integration or something like?
CI/CD, they might work on different other tools like Selenium and Jenkins and other things.
Okay.
So which they need to install in their local machine and then they need to put. So currently that is not being done here.
Okay.
So if you want, we can provide them a case study and it can be a manual evaluation. So we can give them a Selenium project and ask them to install Jenkins in their machine, configure a new job, configuring that particular Selenium script to automate the complete process. So that can be more like an activity which we can give it to the learners.
Okay.
And we can capture that one as an evidence document and ask them to upload it, whether they have done it or not. So that can be go for a manual validation.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Pradeep.
Thanks for
சொல்லுங்க சித்தி.
Thank you, Pradeep. One of the
சிலிக் போர்டு வந்துக்கிறீங்களா? சரி நான் சொல்றேன். நான் ஆபீஸ்ல இருந்து வரதுக்கு லேட் ஆகும், 7 மணி ஆயிடும், 7-8 மணி ஆயிடும். சுனந்தா வர சொல்றேன், பார்க்கலாம். அங்க வந்துட்டு நீங்க அந்த போல் அந்த உங்களோட நம்பரு சுனந்தா கிட்டயும் கொடுக்குறேன். ஓகே, சுனந்தா வந்துட்டு அங்க வந்து கால் பண்ணோம். அங்க எங்கிட்ட பெட்ரோல் பங்க் இருக்கு, பெட்ரோல் பங்க் கிட்ட அந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க் பிரிட்ஜ் ஏறி கீழ இருந்து பெட்ரோல் பங்க் கிட்ட இருக்கு, மைசூர் சர்க்கிள் பெட்ரோல் பங்க்.
I'll send a report to my.
சரி, சரிங்க சித்தி. சரி.
But also want to see the demo. Maybe more you can.
இல்ல நான் சொல்றேன், சுனந்தா கிட்ட வந்துட்டு.
Yes. So we will because everybody are in continuous sessions. That's why last week also we couldn't connect. So I'll check them. So once when you're giving it up, next week around sometime, if everyone are having some time for allocating for this, I'll pull up everyone and we will have a meeting once again. Okay? Okay, fine. Thank you, Abhilasha. Thank you, Pradeep. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Hello. கேளுங்க, அவங்க சில்க் போர்டில் இருக்கிறாங்களா? ஜஸ்ட் உங்க கால் ஆயிட்டு மேலதான் உங்களுக்கு கால் வச்சு இன்னும் கொஞ்ச நேரம் விட்டாங்க, புரியா? அதான் கொஞ்ச நேரம் விட்டு போ, அவங்க வந்துட்டு மேல கூட ஃபோன் பண்ணிட்டோம். அங்க இருக்கட்டும். மழை வர மாதிரி இருக்கா? நாங்க சைக்ளோன் வருதாம்மா? சரி, ஓகே, முடிஞ்சது. சொல்லு. சரி, ஓகே. அவங்கள கேளுங்க. ஹலோ, அவங்க வந்தாங்கன்னா எங்க அம்மா வீட்டுக்கு அனுப்பிச்சுட்டா மேல. இது சித்தப்பா ஆகாது, அங்க சித்தி வேணா அங்க உட்காந்துக்கோ. அவங்க அம்மா கூட பேசி நான் உட்காந்து படுக்க சொல்லிடலாம். சித்தப்பா இங்க படுக்க சொல்லிடலாமா இங்கன்னா? யோசனை பண்றேன், என்ன பிளான் போடுறதுன்னு தெரியல. யோசனை பண்ண என்ன பண்றேன். சரி, பார்க்கலாம்.